Alright guys, here I have a 1986 Honda NS400r. This is the Freddie Spencer GP replica of his NS500. I'm going to do a quick walk around video just so you can see kind of more of what the bike is and its imperfections and whatnot, just because I want to be clear on everything about the motorcycle to the future buyer, so there's no surprises or anything like that. Do a quick walk around real quick. I'll start with this side. The paint is not in perfect condition. There are some rub marks, some scratches. There's a little rub mark that can probably be buffed out. There's another little one right there. Paint is missing right there, right there. Keep in mind the bike is dirty. It's been in storage for a long time, and I have not washed it or anything. This is probably 1986 dirt on it. There is a I guess that's a scratch right there. It's not a crack, it's a scratch. And then a little abrasion on the windscreen here. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. There's some more abrasions and just little rubs. Most of this stuff can be buffed out. I feel confident. The decals, there's a little scratch in the HRC decal right there. There are no turn signals on this bike. It was used as a track bike, but the wiring is there on the fronts and the backs. So everything is there if you wanted to put turn signals on it. The entire bike is safety wired. There's a pretty good scratch right there. I couldn't find, when I got the bike, it was missing on both sides the fairing screws. I wanted these exact screws. I couldn't find any on eBay or anything like that, and I didn't want to put anything on it that wasn't correct to the bike. The chin scoop, no cracks in that at all. It's just dirty, just a little dirty down there. Forks look good. In this blue decal, actually this might be paint. No, the blue is paint. There's a scratch up here, just a little minor scratch. It's not even that deep at all. The yellow sticker down here, actually, I guess, is that a white sticker? I'm not sure if that blue, oh, the blue is a sticker, I believe. Yeah, this blue is. There's just a rub. It's just the decal that's basically just rubbed and whatnot. Little dirt right here on the side of the scoop. The bottom scoops look good. Trying to get everything in this video, so like I said, you could see everything. No cracks on the bottom or anything like that. There's the coolant tank. There's the wiring for the turn signals right there with the factory connectors on it. No wiring has been cut on this bike at all. Top of the oil cooler is safety wired right there. Back of the instrument cluster, I'm sorry, not the instrument cluster, the annunciator panel with fuse panel. Here's the back of the headlight. Okay, so when I had this bike, when I got it, the tank had a dent in it, the original tank. So what I did is I paid an exorbitant amount of money to get a new tank. Not new, but a tank from England, and the guy charged way too much money. Anyway, he didn't tell me that the paint was not original, even when I asked him. So this color blue differs slightly from this color of blue. Not sure if you can see that or not. There's some little marks in the paint. That's a little chip right there. Down along the base, it doesn't look good at all. There's just chips and whatnot. The guy just did a horrible job at painting this thing. There is the petcock. The petcock turns, the fuel selector turns freely. The battery's not original. I do have the original battery that can go with it, but it's a new battery. You can see it right through there. Purchased a new battery for it. Here's the other side of the scrapes there in the blue. There's no cracks in these fairings at all. It's missing the front sprocket cover. There's a cover. You see those the bolts right there. It's missing that. I'm guessing because my buddy used it as a race bike, so not exactly sure. You see more safety wire in here. The frame's a little dusty, you know, but it would polish out super nice if you wanted to polish it. The side stand with the fairing on it, rubber's still good. It shifts just like it should. The chain looks pretty good. I think that's actually the original chain, but you know, take it for what it is. In this side panel, there's some scratches, and I guess that goes all the way down to the plastic. This one does. It's pretty deep. Just this section right here. All the rest of this is just surface abrasions. The sticker for the helmet holder still here with the flip-up door, seat. I'll open the seat in a little bit so you guys can see that. This spring needs to be adjusted. This factory spring right there needs to be adjusted as it doesn't hold it tight. The detent just needs adjusting, I guess. There's another scratch. In places it looks like this might go down to the plastic itself. This HRC sticker has a scratch running through it. This can is safety wired, as you can see. I think this bike is actually missing the chain guard too. Now that I'm looking at it, the lower guide is there, but the upper guard is missing. Here's a picture more of the battery there. Oil tank. It's missing the rear pegs. I guess the pinions are there, but the peg is not. And it looks like this safety wire is actually broken. It was attached to this this drilled nut right here. The cool thing about these wheels, I don't know if you can see that, the factory puts this gold coating on these bolts on the wheels. Every single one has it. And that coating is supposed to wear off, I guess after a certain amount of miles. I think it's 1,000 miles, and these are all still intact. This bike only has 676.4 kilometers, which I think is roughly 420 miles. This is the end of this can. And it's dirty up there, guys. I'm sorry, I didn't clean it or anything like that. Missing the turn signals here, but the wiring is still here, like I said. There's a little scratch up here in the top of this NS400r sticker. I just have the rear seat cowl sitting on here. It's not bolted down. I wanted to take that off and show you guys, so for time's sake. The side grip sticker is intact. Looks good. Move it around to the back. Taillight is good. There's no cracks in the taillight at all. Nor is there any cracks in the license plate light lens. The frame is there, license plate frame. These are the original tires, but they still has well, all of the tread really. There is the second cylinder can right there. See the brakes. Calipers are just really dirty. There's a ton of meat on these brakes, these pads still, because they obviously haven't been used. There's a safety wire. Also missing the peg on this side. This safety wire is also broken. It was the same as the other side, connected here. The sticker is kind of, I guess it was rubbed right here. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sorry, I got the sun in my face. From here to here, there's just a little rub. The heat shield on this can is also safety wired, as is this side. These are just dirty. They could be polished up super nice. There's no dents or anything like that in the cans, no rust, no nothing. So they look really good. Looks like there's a little scratch. It's not even, well, that might just be dirt actually right there along the top edge of this. I probably should have cleaned it before I made the video, but that's okay. There's a couple of vertical little abrasions right here. It's the back side of the can. Your brake looks good. The sticker is intact for the suspension preload adjustment, and the adjustments here. Kickstarter. This is a kickstart only bike. It turns just fine. The motor turns over. When I had it in California, this thing's jetted for about 2,000 feet in the high desert of California, because that's where my buddy raced at Willow Springs Raceway in Rosamond, California. But this bike ran like a absolute top. I have video of it running. Obviously, it doesn't run at all at 7,000 feet. It just doesn't work very well. So I have video of it running. The carbs have been rebuilt using all OEM factory parts that I got off of eBay. Paid a lot of money for those too. That was ridiculous. ATAC sticker is perfect. Here's another side of the tank. Here's the Honda sticker. And you can see the paint on the bottom edge of the tank is chipped and all that other stuff. But here's this fairing. Got a little bit of a rub right there. A little bit of a rub right there. That might just, I don't know, it's in the paint. A little bit here. There's a scratch in the yellow right here. That's just a sticker. And also an abrasion right here in the top. Also missing the 2 fairing screws on this side. Like I said, I wanted the original ones and I couldn't find them. HRC sticker up here has a little bit of a rub right here. The turn signal opening trim. Looks like right here there's a little bit of a rub. It's just, these are just minor abrasions, guys. Almost all of them can be probably polished out. I just don't have the time for that. This scoop looks good on this side. Let me just do a panning shot here, so you can see that. There's the inside radiator. You can see the tops of the cylinders there. There's a little bit of dry rot in the tires. For being so old, it's not that big a deal, or not a big surprise, I should say. It's the brakes. This track sticker is in perfect condition. These are dirty. There are some scrapes and rubs on the front side of this this trim right here, and it's got a hole drilled in each side for the safety wire up on the top also. Alright. The bar ends are nice. They're painted, but they're in great shape. Everything works. Brake, clutch. Here's the other side behind the headlight. There's the VIN tag with a 17-digit VIN, the all-important 17-digit VIN. This bike was manufactured September of 1985, which makes it a 1986 model. NC19, which is Honda's code for this one, and it's number 197. I believe there were 253. I read that somewhere, I think. Fluid in the master cylinder. There's down behind the cowling. There's the fill cap for the radiator. Let me do this one. Here's the Kickstarter again. You can see it. It moves just fine. There's this mirror. This mirror, the left-hand mirror, has a crack in the, let me see if you can see that. Right there. It's cracked all the way along it, and it's dirty also. So here's the instrument panel. As you can see, 676.4 all original kilometers. This bike was never used on the street. I don't believe it's ever been registered at all. 11,000 starts the red line. That would be fun. All the gauges work. I can turn the key on here. You can see, you might be able to see it. Let me get it in neutral real quick so you can. I can turn the. Now it's sunny, so you can't really see the lights, I don't think. There's no horn. I took the horn off because of the track. Turn signals work. You can see that, or I'm sorry, the relays work. There are no turn signals, but there's the high beams, low beams. You can see the headlight, that's high beam. The choke over here moves freely. The choke is actually mounted on the thing. You can see on the paint, on most of these you see, I mean, this is extremely worn. All the paint, all the, the orange paint showing what the functions are, usually worn. Turn the key off. This one also, engine, start, run. Throttle moves cleanly.